The boy I love's got another girl. He might be up with her right now. I don't have an apartment. Thought if I was smart I'd make it far, but I'm still at the start. Guess I'm contagious. It'd be safest if you ran. That's what they all just end up doing in the end. Take my car and paint it black. Take my heart, break it in half. Say something, do it soon. It's too quiet in this room. I need noise. I need the buzz of a sub. Need the crack of a whip. Need some blood in the cup. I need noise. I need the buzz of a sub. Need the crack of a whip. Need some blood in the cup. I need blood in the cup. I need blood in the cup.
The 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. Always a pleasure, and I mean that, to be here with Kenny and Shaq. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. Tonight, we're featuring the present and the future. 2 young teams playing well.
And now, your Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup.
There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. The Raptors swing into this game as part of their continuing road trip. It's an opportunity for them to play in a heated matchup like this, to play your best basketball. These are the games, guys, that show how well you match up against the other great teams in the league.
And I think for Toronto, they're in good shape in the standings with the postseason on the horizon, maybe a notch below where we thought they'd be.
They're not the powerhouse that I thought they'd be. Still a very strong team. Don't get me wrong, but maybe not a championship team.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for Toronto right now, DeRozan and Carroll are out in the wings. Jared Sullinger is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. They get it back. They'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, David?
Well, Kevin, he talked about the importance of how tight-knit this group is. He said it's really starting to get to where they can read each other's minds out there. One guy can see another cutting without even looking up. It's a lot of fun to watch. They're hoping they can keep that fun up tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Dave, thanks. And guys, the emphasis on quality shooting, getting those chances identified by their coach is a key for them.
I think that means they must work as a complete unit out there, cooperate, sharing the ball, and try to limit the one-on-one play.
The ball cannot stick. It has to move from side to side. They have to move the defense around to get high-quality shots.
Smitty, we always have to ask this on New Year's Day because it just makes sense, and we've all got them. What is your resolution for the upcoming year?
You know, I feel bad saying you this, Kevin. Every year, I'm trying to lose weight. So this is the year, baby.
You look good. No,
this
you look
is the
good.
year. I'm going to be ripped. Abs and everything.
Well, you're on the way. You look like you could play right now.
Yeah, the flute.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. DeRozan in the corner. From deep. Rebounded by the Lakers. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Really, a combination of smart coaching and even better execution. When you have that, the game comes easily to you. He did a stellar job throwing his body into the mix and coming up with the easy tip in.
Russell kicks to Baines. It's stolen by Sullinger. Knocked away. Raptors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And you can see it. He knew he made a mistake the second the ball left his hands.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Then for the Raptors, Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Patterson. Norman Powell comes in for DeMarre Carroll, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
He had all the room he needed to get the shot off, just couldn't find the bottom of the net. Dwayne Casey's one of those guys. Watching him coaching his Raptors, he has passion on the sideline, and he works extremely hard. He's such a competitor, pacing up and down the sideline. Dwayne Casey is a hard worker.
Here's DeRozan, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. DeRozan's got 7 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Smith dishes to Calderon. Back to Smith. Nance a screen. 6 to shoot. Smith the pass to Nance. It's stolen by Valanciunas. On the wing, DeRozan. Lots of room. Another miss by DeRozan. And Steve Casey has made hard work the mantra of his team. And for his own coaching style, at the end of the day, he says it's about outworking the other team in every way.
Well, that's Dwayne Casey. Defense, defense, hard working. That's his mantra, and that's what he lives by.
Sullinger the screen. And DeRozan kicks to Joseph. This one for 3. Tie game in Los Angeles. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And Corey Joseph, born in Toronto, gives us his thoughts about returning.
Oh, I played a big part in that, ever since I was growing.
And having won a championship with the Spurs in 2014, you wonder how much of Joseph's experience can carry over to help the Raptors.
It's always good to have rings in the locker room, especially for big games. And what I like about Joseph is that he's just now starting to realize his potential.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
And just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
The momentum in this game is all theirs right now. The defense can't seem to stay in front of them, and they're going to continue to exploit that weakness.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Inside, it's Patterson by Valanciunas. Lowry out there with Norman Powell, and it's Ross in at the 3 slot. Now here's Powell. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The drive by Lowry. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Lowry showing how crafty he can be with that hoop inside.
The Lakers in the lead. And the Raptors with a die-hard fan base. The fan support only getting stronger as they've become a consistent factor in the Eastern Conference.
This team is unique in the NBA. They represent the entire nation of Canada. Toronto's the league's 5th largest market. A lot of fans from far and wide tuning in and rooting them on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Ingram, he's checked in for Dang. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Ish Smith. Now here's Valanciunas. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
In the corner, it's Ingram. They set the pick. He kicks to Mozgov. And that one comes up a bit short.
Tell you what, the defense got lucky there because you know he can hit it from mid-range.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Mozgov throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Lowry. He's coming off a 22-point game against Phoenix.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game.
Here's Powell. No good from Valanciunas. Here's Ingram. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, you look at Brandon Ingram, and certainly a great body for the game of basketball. But, guys, it's his skill that really completes the package, wouldn't you say?
Oh, no doubt about it. Shot over 40% from three-point range at Duke. He can handle and pass like a guard. One concern, though, he did shoot under 70% from the free throw line, and great shooters usually do better than that.
Joseph, he's checked in for Powell.
Corey Joseph.
1:53 left to play in the first half. And it's Lowry penetrating. Ross with a wide open look. And again, Toronto no up.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Randall dishes to Bain. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Carroll.
Carroll can be so patient inside. Great timing on that play.
Williams kicks to Ingram. This one for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Ingram's got 5 now.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And there's the pass to Carroll. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Hey, let's see if this turns into a long-range shootout.
Lowry against Russell. Lowry kicks to Carroll. No good from outside. Los Angeles leading by 3. Williams passes to Randall. It's stolen by Carroll.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
But you can't waste time. You have to go quickly.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Watching Kyle Lowry over the years, it's been a treat to watch him. His game on the court has definitely developed, but his leadership skills has gone to another level.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Nancy's checked in for Randall. Bang comes in for Ingram. Jose Calderon is checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Ish Smith in for Russell. Sellinger's checked in for the Raptors. DeRozan comes in for Terrence Ross. DeRozan against Dang. Ball's knocked loose. Now here's DeRozan, guarded closer. Here's Nance. He gets it up, and it would have counted had it. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Lakers ahead. They're up by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. This arena is a competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They asserted themselves nicely in the second quarter and now have a fairly comfortable 5-point. That's it for halftime. We will see you and you and you.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. Timothy Mozgov with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Just fundamentally sound basketball. That's what you want out of your offense of each and every game.
Ingram and Randall, the young forward tandem. Lewis Williams out there with Russell. And it's Baines in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Now here's Randall. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Sinks the triple. Steve, you grew up in Detroit and came into a league right after the Bad Boy Pistons had won back-to-back titles with their hard-nosed style of basketball. Do you miss that more physical brand of basketball?
Yeah, I do. Being a Detroiter, growing up watching the Bad Boys, They won championships playing defense, but I think they also was an innovator on the offensive end. People don't realize Bill Laimbeer was one of the first pick-and-pop centers in my era to get a chance to watch him. So Isaiah Joe Dumars, Rodman, Sally, love the way they play. I kind of like the little physical basketball playing back then.
So if someone said to you, the game is different now, but is it necessarily better than it was? Is it more pleasing to watch now than it was, say, in the 90s?
Yeah, I think it's more fluid offensively. I think it was a lot of fouls, but I enjoyed it in that era, but I understand the way they had to clean up the game.
And Brandon Ingram, a five-star recruit out of Kinston High School, he helped them win 4 straight North Carolina championships, the first time that had happened in the state's history.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
E.G. and Lee, and he's checked in for the Lakers. And the Raptors also making a change. Powell's checked in, and that's good as he hits both of his shots. And Ingram mentored and coached by former NBA great Jerry Stackhouse.
And I wonder if Stack was a little disappointed that Ingram didn't end up becoming a Tar Heel, instead choosing the arch rival and going to Duke. A one-and-done there. It certainly has worked out pretty well for the young fella.
Randall moves back up, and Russell with the lay-in. And the Lakers lead by 8.
He is thinking one step ahead there. As soon as the shot goes up, he's getting in position to grab the offensive board.
Sullinger dishes to Lowry. Puts it up. Jump shot is good that time. Lowry's got 7. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Russell kicks to Randall. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Lowry has the open look. Hits it from three-point range. Lowry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, Lowry will never hesitate to take a 3. It's a big part of his arsenal.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Yeah, they need to pick themselves up. I mean, physically, you give up a lot going into post-regulation play, and losing after 2 overtime periods to an inferior team, boy, that can take a toll.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Larry Nance is checked in for Julius Randle. Dang comes in for Ingram. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Ish Smith in for D'Angelo Russell.
And that's just some great vision there from Calderon to see the wide open man for the easy make.
1:09 left in the third. DeRozan passes to Sullinger. It's hauled in by Luol Deng.
And with the defense disrespecting him there, that's a shot he needs to make.
Trying his luck deep, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Joseph. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's DeRozan. Toronto working the ball around now. Got a hand on it.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
The shot's good from Smith.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Joseph. Sullinger the screen. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Smith. And a missed layup. Here's Powell. Oh, he hits it! How about that shot? Incredible!
Nice!
Free. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head.
But man, we got to get down and get engaged until the end.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Raptors trail by 11. So for Toronto right now, Joseph and DeRozan the guard set. Inside, it's Patterson by Valanciunas. And it's Carroll in at the small forward position. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
What's up?
DeRozan has such good body control that it's very difficult to disrupt his shot with contact. DeMar DeRozan has turned the corner from being a guy who helps with the scoring load to a guy who can carry the scoring load. Has a lot of ways to put up points on the board.
It's good. And it's 6 points for D'Angelo Russell. And for the Raptors, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And DeRozan, here we go. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And when you have DeRozan looking to drive, it's hard to slow him down without committing a foul.
The first one falls. And Steve, for DeRozan and his scoring impact, not only have his points gone up, but he's scoring at a more efficient rate, not just a volume shooter anymore.
Well, started off as a slasher. Now he's a guy comfortable in the mid-range, handling the basketball, getting to the free throw line. It is scary if he can add the 3-ball.
Julius Randle's checked in for Larry Nance. Here's Baines. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Lakers lead by 10. Smith against DeRozan. Fires it up. The shot missing. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 14 points.
He's not the biggest guy, but he makes up for it and then some with this insane vertical leap.
Raptors trail by 12. Toronto calls timeout.
Started.
Steve, when you think of the classic point of attack for most big men, it's on the low block. But nowadays, a lot of bigs look to attack from the elbow. They've moved out their game, and in your estimation, which big men are the deadliest in that high post position?
LaMarcus Aldridge. He posts up sometimes, Kevin, but more effective at the elbow. Dirk Nowitzki always. Blake Griffin is starting to step out. So you have a lot of guys that play from that high post. Pau Gasol is another name that comes to mind.
You see the process when they get in the league. Comfortable they are down low, you get that. But when they move it out, you can tell they're working on their game, growing in confidence with their game, and they're getting some pretty good coaching to boot.
And you start to look at bigs kind of like small forwards. That's the type of skills they're possessing, and they're sometimes 6'11", 7 feet.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. And he tried to pep them up. He said, look, nobody said this was going to be a cakewalk. We knew they weren't going to back down or go away. So if we want this game, we got to take it from them. A lot of fire from Coach during that speech, Kevin.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Got a piece of it. Patterson dishes to DeRozan. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Valanciunas.
Great heads-up look there from DeRozan to get his teammate an easy basket.
On the wing, Williams. Outside, Russell. Beyond the arc. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And Toronto making a change here. Sullinger's checked in.
Jared Sullinger.
Raptors trail by 9. Outside DeRozan. He dishes it to Patterson. Back to DeRozan. Leaner from distance. Offensive rebound. Nice D from Dang.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Randle no good.
What I like there, fantastic defensive rotation. Just suffocated him at the point of attack.
And it's blocked by Dang. So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. The Raptors have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Ingram, he's checked in for Luol Deng.
Brandon Ingram.
Here's DeRozan. The putback. It's good on the putback.
The activity level from Patterson is what makes him such an impact on the floor.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9. And he makes both free throws. Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 10. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From outside, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 14 points. And it's Ingram missing. Carroll kicks to Long. And it's good off the back rim and in.
As soon as Lowry sees some daylight in the mid-range, he'll pull up with no hesitation.
And Williams, here we go. Yep, it counts. And the Lakers lead by 10.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
They're already celebrating. People are walking to the door, smiles. This one is over.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Nance comes in for Randall. Jose Calderon is checked in for Williams. And it's Ish Smith in for Russell. Raptors also changing it up. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Ross comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Joseph in for DeMar DeRozan. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Valanciunas. And again, no good by Toronto. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
They did. Fantastic run here to really put this game to bed. Beautiful pass that helped set up his teammate perfectly.
8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Smith the pass to Nance. Calderon for three, and the miss.
Jamari Carroll is known very well for his defense, especially his ability to crowd shooters on their release.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you. Superb. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Luol Deng. He really stepped it up and played very big tonight. A huge boost from an unexpected source. They'd love to see more of that.
As efficient and offensive performance as you're ever going to see.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight.